Once you have a page created, it's pretty boring without inserting and adding stuff to your page. There are many things that you can add to a Google site to make it more interesting, to share what you've learned. So up here, this is the header. You can't add too much to the header. All of your content is going to go down here in the white part. To add your content, if you come over to Insert, it'll show you the options that you have of inserting things into your text box, and it shows you different layouts. So if you're putting in pictures or you're putting in text, there are different layouts that will automatically pop in for you, depending on what you want to include in this particular page. Once you've chosen your layout, or if you've decided to create your own layout, you can go ahead and start inserting and adding things in here. If you already have a layout chosen, you can just click the plus sign and it'll give you different options of where you can load the things from. Uploading is from your computer itself, from your device, from your Chromebook. Selecting an image, if you click on that, there's a couple ways you can add images. If you have one online that you want to add, you can just right click on the image and copy image address and paste it there. It'll pop up for you, and select it and it'll get put in that spot. Another way to get your images is to search online. So if I wanted to search for a nurse, all right, these are the ones that are labeled ready and fine for you to reuse, so you're not breaking copyright here. You find one that you want to include and select, right? Now, sometimes you'll find when you use the layouts that the size of the picture does not really fit the space that's available for it. So in that case, you may just want to do your own layout. Right? And then for getting images off your Google Drive or your albums that you have actually saved in there, you can click on those and just select them and upload them the same way. Right? Now, let's say you want to insert something from your Google Drive. Anything that is saved on there, you can insert. So you can insert a doc, you can insert a slide presentation, you can insert an image from there, you can insert a video from there. So when I click my drive, it'll let me either look or search. I'm going to start by using a document. So I'm going to search for my document. All right, there we go. So I select it and notice this little insert pops up. You insert and it goes right on in there. Now you can drag to fit in however much of the document you want to fit in. This is kind of like the way to crop it. If you want the whole document, you just drag it until the whole document shows up for you. And now you'll notice that when you've made this one bigger, you can make this one bigger as well. So now your whole picture is showing up there. Okay. All right, let's see how we upload a presentation. So if I want to insert that presentation, it will go right in the box and it will have an already a navigation tool already there for the person who's going to be looking at your site. So they can just, you can't do it now because we're in editing mode, but when it's in viewing mode, you can click through the different slides and see your presentation embedded right into your Google site. All right, now let's try to upload a video. This is just a video that we did on Screencastify, so it's saved right onto my drive. And notice that when you're embedding it, it already has that play sign. So when the person's there, they can play it right from their device. But notice this as well, when you're using the layouts, it kind of squishes it up. So you may need to make it a little bit longer. And then notice how that makes that shorter. All right, now once you have it in there, you can always change your layout. Like maybe you decide, oh, I don't want 3 in there anymore. I only want 2, it'll look better. So what you'll do then is you'll just click on the part you want to delete and just say delete. And then you can move things around and make them look more how you want them. Make them bigger, easier for your viewer to see them. All right, other things we can insert from Drive, Excel sheets. So if you have a certain Excel sheet that you need to go in there, notice it already comes up with a nice navigation bar with the Excel sheets as well. Now it's great to have all this stuff in here, but we also need to be able to type and explain what some of them are. If you choose a template that has the text already in there, you just click onto it and you type in what you want to say about that particular thing. So this was a tech tool sharing slideshow. All right, and it was shared with Saint to explain new tools and how to use them in the classroom. Right, so you can just type in there. Now, if you do not use an already created template for you, if you click into one where there is not a template available, you can just insert things up here as well. So maybe you want a text box. Then you just click on it and you can type just like you could up above. My great portfolio. Right? Same thing for images. Notice when you click over here, it gives you the upload option, which is uploading it right from your device, or the select option. And the select looks just like the other one did, where you can choose how you want to insert the images. For the embed code and for embedding, this is if you have something, like lots of times online puzzles and things are more useful if you embed them in there so that the viewer can play with them actually on your site. So you only use this only if you have an embed code. Otherwise, everything else will be automatically embedded from Drive and images. All right, and once again from Drive, when you click over here, it is nice because it does bring up the pictures so you can easily choose what you want to add into your portfolio or into your Google site. So if I'm going to insert that one, there we go. And then you can just resize it, make it however big you want it for your Google site. Now, when you're working with text, depending on the theme that you choose, depends on what your text is going to look like. You don't have a lot of option with Google Sites and with your text. To change it, you can click on the button. So you notice up here that stuff changes, but it doesn't really change some of the text. Like that'll stay black, but the purple will change right there. And so that's one way to change the color. If you want a certain color, you can just type in the color code there or choose from the blending of colors here. Or if you want to change the font style, each theme has 3 different font styles to choose from. So light is what we're on now. If you change it to classic, it'll give it more of a classic look. And then heavy makes it real bold. So you can pick and choose in there what you want it to look like. Right, so that's how you insert different documents, anything in Google Drive, anything online pretty much that you are willing to embed or share onto a Google site.